Good morning, everybody, and welcome to ESO Daily. I'm your host, Mysticraven. Alright, typically I don't record on weekends, but it's kind of interesting. I was in Cyrodiil last night, and I even did battlegrounds yesterday, and it was crazy because you always see the same shit going on. It's like this game has a lot of potential, but when we're taking a look at the dynamics of what PvP is becoming, or is, not even becoming, it is, certain classes are more prominent than others in their roles, and it brings the question. I don't like to talk about balance. I leave that up to the devs to try to go ahead and kind of come up with what's going wrong with the game. Why are certain classes more preferred than others? Two of the classes for DPS that you're always going to see is Magsorks and Standblades. Out of all the classes available and all the builds available, these two classes are preferred majority of the time. Now, I'm not saying there aren't other players playing other classes. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying there are reasons why these classes are so dominant. When I take a look at a sorcerer, and I got him on the brink of death, and he recovers from a stun, or, a knockback, or anything, he stacks shields. If you guys hear my granddaughter, she's in the background, she's here. When he stacks shields, there's not a fucking chance in the world of me killing him. There's not a chance. There's just no fucking chance of it. And Nightblade isn't necessarily, if you take medium armor as a Nightblade, the problem of it is you have to literally be on top of the Nightblade, even with effects going on, to be able to detect him. Now, unless you're on PC and you're using Myats, which I'm totally anti-doing. I don't think Myats is, a program. I don't use Myats on PC. I refuse to use Myats. But the Nightblade is supposed to have cloaking. It's supposed to be able to stun you. It plays the rogue. But the problem of it is, it can drop out. You can throw an ability and it'll cloak and avoid the damage. Just completely. It's just going to avoid the damage. It's serious. So when it can completely negate, a damaging effect by hitting the cloak, well, that's after the fire. It knows it's coming. Just cloak, boom, don't take the damage. I think these are two of the biggest issues why the classes are so dominant. It's not the initial mechanics of the class itself. It's the cheap mechanics that can avoid death for these two classes. Mage Blades have the same problem as Stand Blades. I can cloak. If I go with the Mage Blade and I hear the tick from Meteor and I cloak, and as long as I can avoid the initial hit, but the AoE effect, it'll pop me out of stealth. It's just, and you see it. It's like, oh, we fixed it. No, you didn't. No. It's not fixed. It's not fixed. So, these are some of the issues why you see these classes healers. We still see Templars healing. We see Warden healers. Wardens have pretty good strengths, but counterplay also becomes an issue. One of my biggest things is, dots. Like, I'm on my DK here, and my dot damage isn't significant to kill anything, really. It's just not. Dot builds in PvP don't seem to be relative whatsoever. It's just not. There isn't. You don't need a fucking cleanse. You just out-heal the dot. It's like, we have cleanses in the game, but who fucking needs them? Who fucking needs them? Who needs them? It's like, wow, really? So it takes an element away from counterplay. And it really does. It just literally, I'm like, there's just too many cheap tactics. And it was funny because, you know, I got a couple players on my friends list, and they're on opposite faction. Bumped into them last night. You know, we're PvPers. We harass each other. But they're good. But the one thing, like, I don't do, I'm not a faction swapper. Right? I'm not a fence jumper. I'm not going to name these players out by name. But a lot of these players are. They're fence jumpers. They want to go ahead. You'll see the blues roll beside the yellows, not attacking each other, just to antagonize the red and keep them whatever. And I think Zoss needs to take a look at that too. I don't think, literally, I think one of the major problems is it's like there's the only way they can actually have a tactical advantage is being able to group up together and say, okay, we're going to get on my blue character, or we're going to coordinate so we can, fuck with this faction or mess with that faction. And it goes across all platforms. And I think Zoss just needs to, like, literally say, hey, you know what? One character, one faction per PvP server. Now, Battlegrounds is a whole different issue. You know, I think there's things they can do to promote Battlegrounds, get it up, get it running. But until they fix some major things, you're going to see the sorcerers continuously. I have a sorcerer. I build him different. Why did I build him different? I don't want to play like everybody else. I don't. I put him in heavy armor. I made him more up front. And instead of running away from everybody when I see multiple people, I want to run towards it. Right? I want to run towards it. And that's my play style. I don't want to be a little bitch who's like, oh, wait, there's 2 or 3. I should just whatever. But in certain builds, because I'm on the DK here, I have to play more tactical. I have to, like, you know, pick and choose my battles a little bit more precariously, because if I put myself in a compromised position, I'm dead. Right? There's no doubt about that. So when we're talking about balance, there are some balance issues. I understand the game. I never want to talk about it because the game's designed to be group play. The problem of it is you're seeing more and more players leaning towards only specific classes, and it shoves other builds and other classes completely out the window. And down the road, 5, 6 months, a year from now, are we going to see any of the other classes more than 1, 2, maybe 3 classes or builds that everybody's rolling? Because they're tired of it. They throw in the cards and they say, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and I'll play a sorcerer. Or, oh, fuck it, I'll go ahead and I'll play this damn DK. Because what's the point of being any other class but? And I don't want to see this game turn into that. You know, and it is. I was in a battleground yesterday. 4 Sorks. 4 Sorks on one team. 4. There's no other class. No other class. And to me, that was, like, depressing. It was like, what the fuck, man? You know? I don't know, man. I wanted to get on here, throw a little feedback. I know a lot, if they were to ever nerf the sorcerer or fix this issue with maybe Standblade or do that or do this, people are going to QQ about it. But at the end of the day, how do you want your game to be played? Do you want everybody rolling the same shit? Do you want it to be that way? I don't doubt the devs, and I'm not saying the devs aren't doing their jobs. I'm saying that certain issues are overlooked, to put on the back burner. I don't know what goes on in ZeniMax Studios. I'm not going to pretend to criticize the devs because they got a lot on their plates. I'm just saying, down the road, unless these issues are addressed, it's going to further magnify the problem in Cyrodiil, in Battlegrounds. It's going to be where everybody's rolling the same shit. Because why? Because it's cheap. It's just cheap. And there's, you know, it is what it is. You know, when I see one sorcerer, without even having to flinch, take on 6, 7 mediocre players because they can't get past the shield system, that says something. That speaks volumes. When 7 players can't take out 1 player and a player's like he's skilled. Bullshit, he's skilled. He's not skilled. If he's skilled, why isn't he playing other classes? Because he's playing a class that's broken. Go to YouTube's. I'll challenge you with this. Go to some of the known PvP players' YouTubes and look what classes they're rolling with. I'll tell you. The 2 main classes that all the main PvP YouTubers are playing, Stamina Nightblade and Magical Sorcerer. Majority of them. If you doubt it, go watch it. It's the way it is. And it says something. It's a reflection of the way the game's being incorporated. In my opinion, I think they need, not in PvE, but in PvP, they need to put a hard diminishing return. That's my opinion. I see your comment. They need to put a hard diminishing return. But hey, it is what it is. And I know a lot of people aren't gonna like it. They're gonna hate this idea. But let me go ahead. Yeah, look at my Stam Sork that was broken. Hey Tyler, what's up? But yeah, man, it's crazy to me. You know, it is nuts to see this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to queue a battleground. Let me switch out a skill. We'll get a little bit of gameplay here. But, you know, honestly, guys, I don't know, man. I actually had to hop on this tune yesterday. I was trying to do my Stam Sork, and I was like, okay, you know what? If it's going to be this way, that's fine. That's fine. I'll hop on DK. Sure. Now, the DK has problems against the Sorcerer. Some, you know, because it's dot build. I have some bursts and some, you know, whatever. But you can't... When those crystal frags drop and you get a stun... Now, I can reflect the frags, but the frag will actually still... Even reflected, it'll proc the Fury, which sucks. Look at my 1vx to show you how broken it was. On what? Your Stam Sork? Are you saying the Stam Sork's broke? Mill player? Okay. Alright. Yeah. I thought that's what you meant. I wasn't sure. But yeah, there's a couple of things. Like when you... Here's my deal. Like when I watch Cypher, he knows how to play the terrain. That's tactical. That's a good PvPer. He knows how to play the tactics and, you know, coordinate. When you're in an open field, when you're in an open fucking field, you're not lossing. You don't need to loss. And you're 1vxing everything in an open field against 6, 7 players with a class. Man, that should speak volumes of like, oh, he's skilled. It shouldn't be that skilled. You should never be that skilled, in my opinion. I don't give a shit if it's shit-ass players. 2 patches ago. Okay, got you. Yeah, Stam Sorks has been suffering. That's why I kind of went with the new build I went with. I'm still learning it. I suffer a little bit of the damage loss because I'm in the heavy plate, but it's almost like with everything going on, you need survivability these days. It's just more and more that you need it. It's like, holy crap, man. You know, if I'm in medium armor and I don't have a cloak, I'm fucking dead. In open field, you're toast. You're hit. And it's like, to me, like the detect pots are good, but the problem of it is you have limited range. For a Nightblade, it's nothing to get it out of that vicinity. And it's like the counterplay's getting pretty weak. I think it is weak, actually. I think this game is better dynamically, though, than most games with PvP. I gave up on my Stam Sork. What do you think of Stam Warden? Stam Warden. The only advantage the Stam Warden has are the birds, man. You know? You have to block them. They're undodgeable. That's... In that essence alone, Stam Wardens are strong. Plus, they have a Stam heal. A burst Stam heal. They don't have to rely on Vigor. It's a lot better heal to keep them alive. Wings, they get Major Expedition. They can get in and out really fast. and increase their damage output. You know, with Stamp Sork, if you use Hurricane, sure, you're getting an AoE effect, but you have no boost to your damage to it. With Warden, you get you can get the Major Expedition, and on top of it, you're getting a buff. You know, shit, fuck, sign me up. And then undodgeable fucking birds, and then a burst heal that's crazy. That's what makes Stam Wardens pretty good. Everybody wants to talk about Mag Wardens, but my Mag Warden, pretty damn good. Pretty fucking good. I like my Mag Warden build. I haven't posted it yet, but it's strong, but it has its problems. It still has problems, man. So I think that it's going to be interesting, to say the least, that I think certain classes just need fixed. And that's funny because I just think hard diminishing returns need to be put in PvP. It's just that simple. And for anybody who doesn't understand what hard diminishing returns is, it basically is kind of like what the World of Warcraft did. If you keep spamming an ability, it reduces its effect every time you spam it. You're getting less and less every time you spam an ability. And it promotes coordinated rotation and play. Yeah, Mag Warden hits hard as fuck. It does. Like, and that's funny thing, because when they talk about PvE and they say shit about Mag Wardens, like, sucking, and I'm like, the rotation's clunky, but you can get well over, you know, what you need with the Warden. Problem of it is rotation. They try to set up the same rotation, and you can't do that with Mag Warden PvE. But PvP, it hits. It hits. And it's avoidable. Like, that's one thing I like about, like, I don't think the Wardens are overpowered, because you can except the birds, you can roll dodge, block out of their subterranean assaults, their assault, you know, their fissures and stuff. You can play tactics to that. And each player is going to have whatever. So long as you're a substantial player, you know how to beat that class. But the problem of it is, not every class, like this class here, the Mag DK, it can be very, very useful. I'm very strong in group play. I got some highlight videos of me playing last night on this tune, where I'm leading Zergs, and I'm in the front of the line. Why, right? Because that's where I want to be. You know, I go ahead, I set up everything, and as long as I get a healer behind me with this tune, it's pretty hard to take me out. But the problem of it is, you know, I have to I have to play line of sight issues. I have to loss out of Sorks, because even if I try to reflect the frag, which I can, one second. Don't need to be in there. Alright. Godzilla, he's good. I know God. Dom. Let's reapply my food buff. We'll get this going on. If you hear my daughter, she's in the background. She's not doing so good. Yeah, I was literally forced. I had this set up for heal, for PvE, and then I was forced to, like, fuck it, you know, I'll put on my PvP shit. We'll do it up. Fuck it. Now, I'm not the best player. I never claimed to be. I only PvP 1 to 2 days a week. I'm not in Cyrodiil every day. I'm not in battlegrounds every day. So, you know, and when I'm PvPing, you know, I want to be able to try to play with the class and not have to say, fuck this class, because everybody else is, you know, dominating. It sucks. It sucks that I have to, you know, I have a game that has 5 different classes, potentially 4 potential roles per one, right? So that's 20 possibilities, but there's only going to be 2 or 3 viable builds, or 2 or 3 possibilities out there. Maybe 4, maybe 5 out of 20. 4, let's say 4 out of 20. You know, it's that roles that I'm going to have to use. It sucks. You know, it sucks. I think the devs are getting better, so I'm not questioning the devs. I'm not downing on ZeniMax. I love the game in a lot of ways because what ZeniMax does and what they offer and how the devs do it. But it's time process, and and unfortunately, it's like priority. Are we going to put more into PvE this patch? Are we going to do something with PvP? How are we addressing? This is the problem when you introduce classes in MMOs. There's always going to be balance issues. Right? Always. That's why I'm so anti, classes in a lot of MMO. I'm still looking for a sandbox MMO that incorporates, siege PvP or an open PvP that I can stick my teeth back into, because you can't bitch about balance. There's no diminishing returns because we have hard caps. You can build around everything, and this game comes close to it, but because of those class passives and abilities that are only specifically locked into those classes, that's where the balance issues become problematic. So
let the dance of blades begin.
My battery's getting low. That's a joke of a set. God dang it. Come on, come on, come on, get me off here. Stay in that huddle, please. Oh, nice. I'm getting too many on me. Nope, too many. Purple's fucking up. They're spreading themselves out way too thin. It's a good battle, though. I'm really liking Battlegrounds. I think you get some of the better, play. I'm not happy that they're bringing CP. I hope they change their mind about that. I don't like the idea of CP in a BG. It's going to take, a lot of the lower CP players and just shut them down. I never try to get caught up in whatever too much. Purple's starting to make a comeback. Good for them. I hate that. Fucking. They're trying to pull Zerg. Not worth it. We'll pull back. What procced it? Frag. I think I got my wings out on that too. It's an issue. Stunned. Once you're stunned on the frag, you're fucked. And I'm glad they're taking it away. They should take it away. I know a couple sorts were bitching about it, whining about it. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, Mystic, what are you saying? I'm like, man, it needs to go. I'm not trying to get kills, by the way, guys. I'm trying to actually play the mechanics of the game. I play to win. I try to. We'll tie these guys up a little bit. Take in the middle. Nice. Let that land on your head. Come on. Ah, fuck. Here comes the green. Don't think so. You guys want to play Zerg? That's fine. We'll play Ring Around the Rosie. Fucking drains. Fuck! Can't recover when you're getting fucking drained a fucking back. Whatever. Good tactic. People like to bitch about poisons. Bullshit. Come on. Get back here. Come on. I love stand DKs. They play. We need to fix that bug. Fine. While you're doing that, I'm coming over here. Purple's coming back. Looking pretty good. Nothing you can do eventually. I never die from Infernal Guardian. It's a joke of a set. It's a joke of a set. If you're rolling Infernal Guardian as Sorcerer, imagine you kill some people. You're better off with other sets. Oh my god, come on, man. Really? who's gonna be fucking dead, then whatever. Come on. I'm dead. It's a good game. Strong. This is a really good game. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Let the greens fuck with them. Go, go, go.
Yes, we've captured the point.
Let the greens fucking with it. I can't afford to let them take this. Ah! Love that camera switch. Good. That's what I was hoping the green would do. Got to get on top of this. God's really good. Nice. Dawnbreaker, vampire, sucks. Sucks. Overall, really good game. Got a lot. God, look at God. He's a sork. Okay? God lives in battlegrounds. He pretty much lives in here. I mean, it says something. It says something. It just does. It's an issue. You know? 1 second. But, like, if you were to, like, take away certain aspects, like the shield stacking and shit, right? Would it diminish skilled players' gameplay? No, not if they're skilled. Godzilla is a prime example of that. I think if you were to adjust it, would it not make him still good? I bought that $40 elk. Oh, did you, dude, Snoop? Do I think sorks are OP? I don't think they're OP. I think the issue with sorks is they can shield stack. They can just keep shielding. There's no diminishing effect to it. So the problem of it is, if I stun him and all of a sudden that stun fades, he's on a cooldown for a stun, right? He can't be CC'd after that with a stun. So the problem of it is, now he can just shield himself to, you know, whatever means, because Haunting Curse, Mage's Fury, and then on top of it, any other effect that will proc, boom, you're dead. A lot of people are getting away from the frags and now going with Force Pulse, right, for the stun effect. So I see a lot of sorks now trying to make the adjustment before it hits. And the problem of it is, when you give a sork an ability to effectively CC, that's good tactics. Problem of it is, when there's no counterplay or proper counter... 1 second. Nothing unusual about that statement. It should be usually long load time. Just my opinion. And to answer your question about vampire, it can be, but elusive mist costs a lot of magicka. You'd have to sacrifice a little bit of your damage output to put reasonable magicka, or use it as an oh shit one button. There we go. Chaos Ball. Interesting. This will be the first time I took this dude in here for this thing. I haven't been BGing lately. It's funny, I actually like battlegrounds, but I just don't think... I think it's too casual at the moment. And they need to separate... They need group separation. Like, allow pre-mates to be able to queue battlegrounds, be competitive. If they did that, it would be a lot better. In my opinion. And it might need to grab my whatever. What about Crystal Frag? What do you mean? 1 second. My daughter's changing my granddaughter's diaper and she doesn't like it.
They'll soon know the meaning of the threat.
Now that executioner was nice. And red will lose. Number one rule. Do not hit the team who's trying to get the other ball. Kill them after they grab the ball. You want as many people killing the ball carrier as possible. You can tell players are still Cyrodiil. They don't have a conception of battlegrounds per se. Because the first instinct is like, oh, there's an enemy player. I should just kill him. I'm not gonna let you just keep doing shit, dude. boy. He's good. But you're in a battleground. Not what I wanted. Oh, look, they have a healer. I'll just keep fucking AoEing their asses, all of their little huddled asses. Get away! I'm trying to... You dumb... You're helping them! Wrong button.
They took the ball. Ball is loose.
Don't! You're dumb. Stupid Reds. Fuck. Red are being stupid. Are being dumb at the moment. This is not if you want to just use the other team towards your advantage, you dumb fox. Like right here. I know the red are chasing. I'm going to let the red try to get on top of them. I'm trying to get around. Stop trying to... Chasing the ball carrier. Nice. Come on, switch. Ah! Didn't see that coming. No. I told you Red would lose. We did too. But if you're going to chase the opposite faction in a situation like this in Battlegrounds, do yourself a favor and stay out of it. Stay out of Battlegrounds because you're not playing it towards objective. I also I think that ZeniMax needs to take a look at penalizing people who don't play objective. If they're not playing towards objective in Battleground, one second. If they're not playing towards the objective of the Battleground, why not make them all deathmatch? Just say fuck Chaos Ball, fuck Dom, fuck Capture the Relic, and just make deathmatch. If you're not going to penalize players who aren't going to play towards the objective. Just a thought. Just a thought there. And they need to get some... heads up, guys. I will say this. One heads up. If you're going to want the frags, like not the frags, the crystal shards for the new upcoming DLCs, guess where you're going to get the most out of, probably, is Battlegrounds. Battlegrounds, if you're going to get per reward per participation, battleground farming, it's going to be huge for those crystals. Rewards of the Worthy, you have to make 20k AP per drop of Rewards of the Worthy. In Battlegrounds, I think you only need to participate. You just need to participate. and then you'll get those shards. It'll promote battlegrounds to a whole new level if that's the case, because more players will play battlegrounds. It'll be fixated on, like, how am I going to get these transmutation crystals? Oh, I'm going to play battlegrounds. Holy shit. You know? I wonder if a lot of players stream battlegrounds. I don't think they do. 1 second. All right, let's see who we got against. I don't know if it looks like a pre-made. I'm not sure if they are. You can't ever tell. 4v4 v2 4 or 3 hasn't loaded in yet. Let's hope. I don't know if I want to play defense at this point. $14 seconds. Dude hasn't loaded in, and we're down 1. Zos. Zos! Zos! I'm having wonderful days in PvP these days. Fuck me. Okay, see, they're heading off to the left. Fuck it. I'm heading this way. And they're going to try to zerg it up. If you're going to play zerg tactics, I'll let them win. I will. I will. I don't care. I'll distract you just long enough to fuck with you. Don't play Zerg with me. I don't promote fucking Zerg crap. Come on. Score. Woohoo! Whoop whoop! Need more potions. Trash pots. Get back! No, not me! Fuck! I swear, my job's never done. Get me up here. Oh, hello. You bringing that to me? Thanks for popping that early. Running out of resources. Thank you! Go, Mystic! Motherfuck! Can I catch a break? Can I? I put in the work. I put in the work. Yep. Come up. Follow me. Follow me. Yeah, you. Come on down. Oh, nice! Oh, no, I can't. Fuck. Thought I hit it. Excuse me. Fuck. It sucks. Shit sucks. Let's go. Okay. But where's our little fucker? That's okay. We're going to be making a trip. 1 second.
They have the relic! They've captured the relic!
Go, Mystic, go, go. Taking it to the house! Number 2! Dose! No pots. There we go, use trash.
We must get the relic. We need that relic.
fuck. What you gonna do for a Klondike bar? It is what it is. No, no, no. Ah, shit! 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 Koost. Quests. You know, here's the problem. Look at his death. Look at his kills. 9 kills, 0 deaths. But guess how many points the medal scores he got? How much for actually doing shit? Nothing, man. Just shit. The dude who got only 3 kills, 1 death, but 5 assists gets the most because he has the most carries. Right? Like, I have tied at the highest assist in here. With only 3 killing blows, 2 deaths, but, you know, I've scored the highest for my team. You know, I don't know, man. It is what it is. Got to play participation. Got to play tactics. Whatever. That's one thing I like about battlegrounds. There is more flexibility, but once again, classes dominate. You know, dominant roles. It is what it is. I think Zoss needs to take a look at this, but I want to do a stream, do some PvP. Whatever. One second. At the end of the day, you know, I'm not going to be posting a lot of videos in PvP that, you know, make me look good without that. First and foremost, majority of players die. Most of the time, you can kill players. Battlegrounds, you should be playing towards objective. You should be. In Cyrodiil, it's a whole different beast, right? Cyrodiil's in a whole different beast. Same thing with sewers if you're down in there doing that type of shit. But the main thing for me, always, is what are we going to do about seeing Nightblades and friggin' Sorks too much? It seems like everybody's going that direction. Mag Sorks and Stam DK. It's like, I don't... How many Stamplars do I see in Cyrodiil or in Battlegrounds? Fairly any. That's not to say that they're a bad class. They just can't keep up because the way the other classes are working. So, whatever, man. But that's my opinion. These are my opinion. It's just kind of my observation. And it's like a DK here. I love my DK because this is my main PvPer. I do Nightblade too. Nightblade, Magblade, and this is my main. I have a Sork. I PvP on a lot of tunes. I mainly, a lot of my mains, I run Magicka, and it's unfortunate because I don't get to do a lot of stamina PvP because, like, Stamblade is more single target. But so when you have a lot of group play, it's kind of like it kind of, it's not my play style. Like, I want to be open. I want to try to, you know, put a dent into things, and I don't get to play a lot of Stam builds because of that. Because the way PvP is set up, you know, it's for me personally. I like a Fang Rush. I admire Fang Rush. I admire Cypher. I admire the great PvPers for this game because they each have something different and they can be put on different builds and show capability of the dynamics for the game. Problem of it is most of your players are going to jump on the cheapest non-skilled abilities and effect. I could put a Mag Sork in shit in some crap ass stuff and still be effective with the combination of Haunting Curse, Fury, Frag Proc. I could put him almost in fucking any Magicka fucking gear to do it. It's ridiculous. That says something when you can put in like Seducers or some shit and still be viable for it. Because why? Because the proc is just too powerful. The combination's too powerful. The friggin' shield stacking is utterly ridiculous. It's ridiculous, without a doubt. So, there it is. But if anybody has questions, comments, even if you want to go ahead and roast me, just post below. I don't care. But I want to thank everybody for watching, and once again and always, have a nice day.